Today we are going to talk about makeup products that are really hyped up in the beauty space and whether or not they are actually worth the hype or if they're just extremely overhyped. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you. If it does, let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. The first one I wanted to talk about is the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. This has had a moment on the talks. It really has. And I actually got this given to me as a Christmas gift, not the Christmas just gone, but the one before that. And I think it was I got this and then after that, I'm pretty sure is when it went viral. And before I even kind of had known it went viral, I really was questioning what was the deal with this because I definitely think this is one of those products that's overhyped. However, I definitely think I'm in the minority for that because I know a lot of people really do love this powder and they're people that I trust. Like, they're not just buying into the hype of TikTok or whatever. But for me, it's fine, like it really is, but I just don't find this particular powder to really blur or set my face extremely well. I find that it just kind of dries my face out and that's kind of it. Yes, it does blur a little bit. Yes, it does set a little bit, but I just don't find it makes my makeup wear time any longer, and I definitely do not find that it blurs my pores like other powders do that I have in my collection. So for me, this one is incredibly overhyped. I've got to be honest, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But I do think I'm probably in the minority of that. I mean, just keep in mind, by the way, all of this is just very much my own opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Honestly, it's just my opinion. Next up, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Cream Bronzer. So Charlotte Tilbury released this cream bronzer last year. I have mine in the shade 1. And I remember when I picked this up, every single person that I saw was just raving about how incredible this particular product was. And even me, the first few times I tried it, I was like, this is awesome. But the more and more I tried it, the less and less I was super wowed by it. And honestly, even now, I have to like force myself and remind myself to reach for it because I just don't find it that wowing. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's definitely not one of those products that I'm like, I want to declutter, or I'm just like, this is really bad. But it's just kind of meh. It's a little bit of a dry formula. It's like you kind of have to really think about how you're going to use it because it is a little bit of a drier formula. So if you're not careful, it can be a little bit patchy. It is like kind of smoothing and stuff on the skin, but it's just, I don't know how to describe it very well, but I definitely just think that this particular product is overhyped for what it is. Let's just go ahead and get this other Charlotte Tilbury product. Actually, I have 3 Charlotte Tilbury products to talk about today, but let's get this other one out of the way. This isn't a new product at all, but I have to talk about it and give you guys my updated thoughts. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I've had this in my collection for a very long time, but I just feel like this product constantly gets hyped and up. Like, it just seems to be constantly sold out. It constantly seems to be shown around. It is just how amazing and must-have of a product it is. And I just really honestly think this is an overhyped product. And I think, again, I might be in a minority for this. And I actually was someone who really liked this particular contour wand when I picked it up. But another one of those products that the more and more I used it, I'm just like, I don't love this. I do find it to kind of lift my foundation a little bit if I don't apply it a certain way. I also find it breaks me out for some reason. That's not necessarily its fault. That's my skin, but you know, it doesn't aid to it. I just don't also find the tone, I don't know. It is nice on the skin. It's okay. Like, I feel like you have to really concentrate to apply it, otherwise it's going to lift your foundation. I think the shade range is really average given that it's only got 2 shades, and I find the packaging really annoying. This little wand, like turning it on and off, it gets really messy and gunky. And I just kind of feel like there are other products out there on the market that are better than this, especially nowadays. So yeah, I definitely think this is a product that is quite overhyped. I really do. Controversial? I think so. Let's get the last Charlotte Tilbury product out of the way, shall we? This is the Pillow Talk Face Palette. This is in the shade 1 as well, I think. it's the pink one. And this one has the blushes and the highlights, and so many people picked this up, and it's, I mean, I picked it up because of the packaging. Like, look at that beautiful pink packaging. And I honestly picked it up not expecting to like the products, but I remember it took me a little while to pick it up. I didn't pick it up straight away on launch time, and everyone was picking this up and saying how amazing it was, and I actually agree. This is a Charlotte Tilbury product that I really think is worth the hype. This is a beautiful product. Now, if you're someone that wants an impactful, like highly pigmented blush, then this isn't for you. But if you're someone like me who can tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with your blush, so you want something that's like soft and buildable, you are gonna love this. But also these highlighters, they're so smoothing and non-texturizing on the skin. They're so natural looking on the skin. They're really a beautiful highlighter formula, and I just love the blush tones as well. For me, it's like this is like an everyday blush tone, and then when I want a little pop of color, I've got this one. So that, and then coupled with this incredible packaging, I actually feel like this Pillow Talk palette is well and truly worth the hype. Another product that is not exactly new, but I feel like it does regularly get a lot of hype, so much to the point that this brand just constantly keeps releasing new shades and everything of this particular product, and it's the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I can't get behind it. I know so many people love the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. They love it. And I know on TikTok these have a moment, but I just can't get behind these. I find that this is just really, it lifts my foundation no matter which way I use it. I find it annoying to kind of blend out onto the skin. I don't know. I feel like I'm just a hater maybe a little bit to this blush, but I just don't love it. It just doesn't bring me joy when I use it, and I've really tried, but I don't even find it to be too pigmented like some people do. I just find it really annoying to apply. I have to like concentrate so hard to make sure it's not patchy and it doesn't go on uneven and it doesn't lift any product up underneath it. And I want to like it because I really love Selena Gomez and I really like Rare Beauty, but for me, this is just not worth the hype. But again, I feel like in a lot of these products, I'm really the minority, so take it with a grain of salt. This last one, this sold out, this eyeshadow palette, like sold out so fast. And I feel like everywhere I looked, people were just raving about this eyeshadow palette. And don't get me wrong, it's okay, but I definitely think, spoiler alert, that this product is overhyped. So this is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. Now, this is not a bad eyeshadow palette. It's actually quite lovely. I'm actually wearing this eyeshadow palette on my eyes right now. And it's an eyeshadow palette that is, I actually will get a lot of use out of this. I think that it is lovely for the everyday. The formula is quite lovely. They're very soft and buildable. One, this isn't great for all skin tones, so it's overhyped already, period, just because of that. It should be catering to all skin tones. Two, it's just, it was 135 Australian dollars. I don't know what that is in US, but surely that's got to be about 80 US dollars. That is, to me, so expensive for Makeup by Mario, like, and for this palette and for this color story. And while these formulas are very pretty and lovely, I definitely don't think these formulas are anything revolutionary for that price point when the brand hasn't been that price point before. I don't know. Even though I find this palette lovely, I just absolutely feel like this palette is overhyped. I really do. And I think it's just because of the price point. If I'd paid 80 Australian dollars for this palette, I'd probably feel a little bit differently. And this is coming from someone who, yes, I get it, I'm willing to spend some coin on a makeup product. But I don't know why, for me, this just feels a little high for this palette. I do. Like, the quality is lovely, but I just definitely think this is overhyped for sure. Especially, I saw so many people saying, like, they desperately wanted this palette, and I definitely get it, but I guarantee you own these shades and these formulas in your collection. And so because of that, I do think it is a little bit overhyped. That is all of the products that we're going to talk about today. I didn't want to make this video too long. I also didn't realize that I picked so many products out that I felt like they were overhyped. I think there was only one product in here that I was like, yeah, this is worth your money. But these are the products that stuck out to me when I was going through my collection, and I wanted to talk about them for today. So let me know if you want to see another little episode, let's call it, of this kind of a video, and let me know some products you want to know. Put some products in the comments section of whether you want to know from me whether or not I think they're overhyped or worth it, because that would actually be fun to film from your guys' suggestions. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if I upset you. Just keep in mind, all my personal opinion. You're totally welcome to have your own. We're all different, okay? I didn't mean to be hard on a product that you love. If you were watching till this point, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, pretty please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope you have the most amazing day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!